Today, you truly will not believe what just happened. Can you feel the energy? Can you smell the scent of a new record in the air? Hold your breath because our visual king, our stage prince, Hyunjin of Stray Kids, has just done something that has sent tremors through the entire K-pop industry. Imagine this. The year 2025 has just begun. Fourth generation competition is getting more intense. New groups are emerging every day, but one name remains standing tall at the top of the pyramid. This is not just about being popular. It is about absolute dominance. We are talking about numbers that make your eyes pop and a level of authority that even non-fans have to acknowledge. Do you see the numbers on the screen? Over 1 million views in such a short time for a single Music Bank Fancam. While others are struggling to reach hundreds of thousands, Hyunjin is soaring like a rocket without brakes. He is not just an idol, he is a phenomenon. He is the only, and I mean only, fourth-generation male idol to break this sacred threshold in 2025. Is this the beginning of a new era where Hyunjin is invincible? Or is this proof that the Hyunjin Effect is real and lethal? Do not blink because we are going to dissect every detail, every deadly dance move, and every netizen reaction that almost made the internet explode. Let us dive into the history currently being written by the cold hands of Hyunjin. Let's take a moment to breathe. What was the trigger? It all started when Stray Kids made their highly anticipated comeback. Their performance on Music Bank with the song Ceremony became a hot topic worldwide. But there was one thing that caught more attention than anything else, and that was Hyunjin's individual fancam. August 22, 2025 will be remembered as the day our collective internet lost its mind. Music Bank released Hyunjin's K-Fancam and it exploded. Within hours, the comment section was filled with various languages, from English, Korean, and Spanish to the silent screams of fans who could only type random strings of letters because they were so mesmerized. Why is Ceremony so special? Hyunjin's visual in this era is truly unreal, with an elegant white pinstriped outfit, black hair that looks perfectly styled yet wild while he dances, and chain accessories that give off an expensive bad boy vibe. He looks like a manhwa character that stepped into the real world just to wreck everyone's bias list. But it's not just about looks. We are talking about performance artistry. Hyunjin is known as a main dancer for a reason. The way he moves his shoulders, the sharp gaze he gives to the camera, every second of that minutes-long fancam is a masterpiece. It's no wonder viewers can't stop hitting the replay button. Watching it once is never enough. You've definitely watched it at least 10 times. Now let's talk about the data, because numbers never lie, and Hyunjin's numbers are screaming king energy. As of today, Hyunjin's Ceremony fancam has surpassed 1,063,346 views with 64,000 likes. Let's break down why this is so insane. In 2025, the YouTube algorithm has become even stricter. Reaching 1 million views for an individual fancam in such a short time is nearly impossible for many other fourth-generation male idols. Hyunjin isn't just leading the rankings, he's creating his own rank. He is the only male idol from his generation to touch this number for a 2025 release. Read that again, the only one. This places Hyunjin in a very elite position. He is no longer just competing with his peers. He's starting to chase the legendary records of his seniors. On Korean forums like Pan and The Coup, netizens are equally hyped. Many commented asking if Hyunjin is even human or an AI, stating his stage presence is unrivaled and calling him the face of fourth-generation K-pop. The craziest part is that this fancam even outperformed the music music videos of other groups that were recently released. This proves that Hyunjin's individual appeal has a very strong gravitational pull. People who are not even Stray Kids fans started watching out of curiosity, wondering who the guy with the black hair dancing as if he had no bones was. They quickly found themselves trapped in the Hyunjin rabbit hole with no way out. Social media power is no joke. On X and TikTok, clips from this fancam went viral. Fancam-centric edits of Hyunjin are everywhere, gaining millions of additional views. This is solid proof that Hyunjin is a global it boy whose influence transcends fandom boundaries. The impact doesn't stop at numbers. This Hyunjin effect is very real. Many K-pop industry analysts are starting to see this phenomenon as a sign that Stray Kids, and Hyunjin specifically, have reached a new level of brand power. When Hyunjin wears something in a fancam, it sells out. When Hyunjin does a certain dance move, it becomes a viral challenge. Looking at the comments, the reactions are global. One international fan wrote that even though they're not a fan of the group, they can't stop watching because his stage presence is out of this world. Another fan said that Hyunjin doesn't just dance, he tells a story through his body. He has a main character aura that cannot be taught. You are either born with it or you are not, and Hyunjin was clearly born to be in the spotlight. Many are also comparing this achievement to legendary fancams of the past. Will Hyunjin be the owner of the fancam of the decade? With this growth speed, it's highly possible. He's setting a new standard for how a male idol should perform, being full of power, full of expression, and looking aesthetic from any camera angle. We must also mention the support from the other Stray Kids members. We know how close their bond is. Hyunjin's success is Stray Kids' success, and vice versa. This is a victory for the entire fandom that has worked hard streaming and supporting their idol without ceasing. You are the fuel behind this rocket. What does all this mean for Hyunjin's future? One thing is certain, this is just the beginning. With this record of 1 million views, Hyunjin has planted his flag as the ruler of 2025 fancams. He has proven that even though the competition is fierce, true quality and charisma will always find their way to the top. Now, I want to hear from you. What was your favorite part of Hyunjin's ceremony fancam? Was it the sharp stare during the bridge or the intense choreography during the chorus? What other records do you think Hyunjin and Stray Kids will break in 2025? Write your thoughts in the comments below. I will be reading and liking the most interesting comments. Let us celebrate Hyunjin's Visual King's victory together. Don't forget to like the video if you're proud of Hyunjin and share this with other fans so they know how great he is. Most importantly, if you don't want to miss the latest and hottest K-pop news, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, stay supportive, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Beyond the immediate shock of the numbers, we have to look at the broader implications of what this means for the K-pop landscape as we move further into 2025. This milestone is not just a win for a single fandom, it is a case study in how individual branding can elevate an entire group to a legendary status. When we analyze why this specific ceremony fancam became the definitive viral moment of the year, we have to talk about the evolution of Hyunjin as an artist. In previous eras, he was already recognized for his striking visuals and his fluid dance style, but something shifted in 2025. There is a newfound maturity in his performance, a sense of absolute control over his movements and his facial expressions that we rarely see in idols who are still considered part of the younger generation. This growth is what industry experts call the star quality factor. It is that intangible essence that makes it impossible to look away. When you watch the ceremony performance, you notice that Hyunjin is not just executing steps, he is playing a character. Every tilt of his head and every smirk is calculated to hit the viewer right in the heart. This is why the fancam is outperforming traditional music videos. In a music video, you get quick cuts and flashy editing, but in a one-take fancam, there is nowhere to hide. You see every breath, every drop of sweat, and every micro-expression. For Hyunjin to maintain that level of perfection for a full 3 minutes is nothing short of extraordinary. It explains why the general public, people who might not even know the lyrics to the song, are finding themselves mesmerized by his presence. Furthermore, we need to address the cultural impact of Hyunjin's dominance on social media platforms beyond YouTube. While the 1 million views on Music Bank's channel is the headline, the ripple effect on TikTok and X is where the real power lies. Within 24 hours of the Fancam's release, dozens of fan-made edits using high-definition clips from the performance began trending globally. These edits often highlight his duality, moving from a fierce, aggressive performer to a soft, ethereal visual in the blink of an eye. This duality is the secret sauce of K-pop marketing, and Hyunjin has mastered it better than anyone else this year. He has become a muse for digital creators, and that organic promotion is something that money cannot buy. It has created a feedback loop, where the more people talk about him, the more the YouTube algorithm pushes his fancam to new audiences, leading to this record-breaking moment. We should also consider the competitive nature of the fourth generation. For a long time, there has been an ongoing debate about who the true leaders of this era are. While many groups have high sales and sold-out tours, individual brand reputation is a different beast entirely. By becoming the only male idol to hit this 1 million view milestone in 2025, Hyunjin has effectively ended the debate for this season. He has set a benchmark that his peers will be chasing for the rest of the year. This kind of healthy competition is great for the industry because it forces everyone to level up. However, Hyunjin seems to be competing against his own past self more than anyone else. He is constantly reinventing his style, and this ceremony era is proof that he is nowhere near his ceiling. The loyalty of the Stay fandom also deserves a massive shout-out in this discussion. A fancam does not reach 1 million views on charisma alone. It requires a dedicated community that is willing to share, rewatch, and celebrate every achievement. The way the fandom organized to ensure that this performance received the recognition it deserved is a testament to the bond between Stray Kids and their supporters. In 2025, the relationship between an idol and their fans is more interactive than ever before, and Hyunjin consistently acknowledges this support, which only makes fans want to work harder for him. This synergy is what builds a lasting legacy. Looking ahead, this achievement sets a massive tone for the rest of Stray Kids' activities this year. With a record-breaking fancam under his belt, the pressure is on for the next comeback. But if history is any indication, Hyunjin will likely find a way to top this too. We are witnessing the peak of a career that will be talked about for decades. He is no longer just a member of a popular group. He is a global icon who is defining the aesthetic and the performance standards of modern K-pop. Every view on that fancam is a vote of confidence in his talent, and the world is clearly voting in his favor. As we continue to follow his journey through 2025, we can only expect more broken records, more viral moments, and more reasons to call him the undisputed king of the stage. The throne is his, and he is sitting on it quite comfortably.